Don't speak to any moment. Product of her environment. Shout out the global woman. Can't box her in with any trend. No, she's a global woman. Call Fire Marshal Bill. Like, let me tell you something. Flawless, beautiful. Follow codes down to her toes. Cuticles, picking rolls with the flow. Slam dunking all the goals. Silvers for the novice and golds for the pros.
What's going on, everybody out there in TV land, on YouTube and on Facebook Live? We come to you tonight to interrupt your regular scheduled program. Hey, y'all, we got a banger tonight. We got a fire panel. We got a hot topic. The mic is hot. The phone lines are ready. We about to get to this thing. But Facebook, I see y'all watching right now, and I appreciate y'all watching us on Facebook. I do. But I need y'all to click that link. It's right in the chat section. Click the link and come and watch us live on YouTube. Hey, YouTube, bleep, bleep, click that like button. It's the thumbs up. Click the thumbs up button and then scroll on over and press the subscribe button. Make sure you push all so you can get all of the notifications when we're going live. All right. So push the thumbs up, slide on over, press subscribe, and then press all. All right. And also share these videos. All right. Hit the share button. It's going to ask you share to where? The share to Facebook. You don't got to do nothing else. Share it to your Facebook feed. Let people see what's going on. And we appreciate you guys for doing that. Also, we got something new. Every time we hit the 200 milestone mark with subscribers, we'll go into the chat and find one or two people and send them a gift. But you must be a subscriber to participate. Also, I pinned my Stop Playing Apparel link in the chat on Facebook and on YouTube. Hey, support starts at home. I'm trying to get like the big dogs. Come to my site, check me out, shop with me. If you don't like it, still shop with me. Support is support. And I appreciate you guys for doing that. I love y'all for supporting your boy. I'm trying to make it to the big league. Last but not least, if you like what we're doing and you want to donate to us, there is a cash tag QR code right on the screen. All you have to do is scan the QR code. And if you want to donate to us, we thank you in advance. All monetary gifts are appreciated. We thank you in advance for your gifts. And you might be like, Ed, I can't scan it because I'm on my mobile device. Hey, don't even worry about that. There is a cash tag right on the screen. The cash tag is $Nutz, Nutz, Boltz, Boltz1. Again, cash tag is $Nutz, Boltz1. And with that being said, welcome to Nuts and Bolts of Life. My name is Edmund Chapman. I'm the CEO of Stop Playing Apparel, and I'm from South Carolina.
I'm Kyra from California.
And my name is Obi with no clothing line. And I'm sorry that I had to come after Kyra, but it just happened to be like that tonight.
Hi, everyone. This is Absolutely Velvet, reporting live from Indianapolis.
Hey, everybody. I'm Alex, and I'm from Charlotte, and I'm the new person tonight.
How y'all doing? This is Big EG that drink Hennessy from South Side of Chicago. Let's have a good show, y'all.
Welcome, everybody. Obi, let the people know what we're going to be talking about tonight.
Yeah, tonight we're going to talk about long distance relationships. If people think they can work, how can they work? And we're going to talk about them not working. I was in one, it didn't work. So we'll see what everybody has to say. Personally, I couldn't be in a long distance relationship with Kyra just because she's Kyra. Just want to throw that out there real quick.
Well, before I want Obi to talk.
It's interesting that you say that.
We talk about what? Ed?
Wait, hold on. Y'all get through it. Obi, before y'all get into this whole going back and forth and my story time. Hey, y'all, if y'all watching this right in the chat section right now, I need y'all to do me a favor. I'm gonna put something up for y'all. Let me know right now, y'all. Team Obi or Team Kyra? Put it in the
Fellas.
chat right now. We're going to check back
Fellas.
later and see if anybody changed their mind. And we're going to check at the end of the show and see who was Team Obi and who was Team Kyra. But right now, Obi, I want you to talk about the dating show real quick. Plug that real fast.
We're gonna have a datum audition show probably late August, maybe early September. We haven't finalized the date yet. Any of you guys want to be a part of it? Just hit up Edmund Chapman or Tashina Nicole. Let them know you're interested in it. Everybody that comes to the show is going to be vetted. They're going to be background check. We're going to do screening on them. So you don't have to worry about anything because we'll know who they are. They're not going to be any creeps, no stalkers, nothing like that. These are going to be real women, real men, with real jobs, and they really want to date somebody. Hopefully for a long-term relationship, not long distance. I'm sorry.
So that's what's going to be happening in August. We're going to be and our very own Angel Morris is going to be the host of the Datum Edition show. Y'all done seen her on plenty of times. So if you want to be part of the Datum Edition, like Obi said, reach out to one of us. So before we start, I got to do my Ed story time, the new segment I started, Ed story time. So we're talking about long distance relationship. So I was in one. I met this pretty young thing. In an unfortunate situation. I met her, I dated her, and then I married her, and then we got divorced. So we gonna go. I don't know if all this will really work for your boy.
Wow.
We'll talk about that. We can tell a little later. Hey, Kyra, you want to kick off with the first question?
Yeah, I'll kick it off. Would you all be involved, or have you been involved in a long distance relationship?
Well, I guess I could start. Definitely have. I'm married to my long distance relationship.
Okay.
Still married. We got married in April. So I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan. I don't know. Everybody got their own feelings, but it's hard work. It's not easy. It is not easy. And it takes two people to make it happen. One can't be doing more than the other for it to happen. It's got to come. Effort got to come from both parties.
How did you meet, and how far away was the distance?
Well, we've been doing each other since we was teens, then just kind of reconnected. But the distance was from Wisconsin to Indianapolis. So that's, how many miles? I want to say maybe about 300 something miles away from each other.
Nice.
Yeah, so the traveling is the major part. The traveling is the major part. But what I can say, the bond that we grew and had was better than bonds that I've had with people that stayed 5 miles from me. So that's my experience with it.
Congratulations on your wedding.
Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you.
Great story. Well, my story isn't so great. I was in a long distance relationship for about 3 years, and it didn't work out because it wasn't the distance, because the distance was only 2.5 hours away. So that wasn't the issue. It was more being ready to be in a relationship long term.
Okay.
Commitment.
Right.
Okay.
So you can have a long distance relationship and it can be great because you see each other on the weekends and spend the time and dine and go do things together. And that's what it was, just not a commitment to it.
Not commitment to like getting together or spending time, or not commitment to being in a committed relationship?
More of I wasn't ready to commit. I wasn't ready to get to the relationship as he wanted to 100%, and I wasn't ready to be committed 100%. Because I came out of a 21-year marriage.
Okay.
So, and then dating this person who I've known for a very long time, we connected, and he wanted 100%, and I wasn't there yet. I wasn't there.
Right. Did
And you
y'all
said
have
it was
those
3
conversations?
years.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Go ahead, Velvet.
Go ahead,
No, I'm
Velvet.
asking Alex, did you two discuss that? Like have those deep conversations about that?
Honestly, at the beginning, no, it was what it was. Like, come see me on the weekends. Let's, have a good time. Let's eat. Let me show you Charlotte. And I fell in love with him, and I wanted more with him. And we did talk about those goals as far as, in the future, in the future, but I didn't want it in that moment. But it grew to be that way, and then other things became factors of the relationship. Um,
Wait, hold on, Alex. Don't
Communication.
go, don't go. Hold on, Alex. Don't go too deep because you might gonna hit on some of these questions. You probably gonna hit
Okay.
on some more of your story
Okay.
throughout these
Sure.
questions. But I seen Big EG. You hit your hand up. I think EG. Did you have your hand up?
Yeah. Me personally, I've never been in a long distance. The longest distance relationship I had, I mean, she lived in Schaumburg, I lived in Chicago, but I didn't have a vehicle at the time, so it was long distance for me. Me getting out there.
Wait, say that
I never
again. She
took
lived
public
in where?
transportation out there.
What?
Wait, say that.
Come on, wait a minute, Big EG. What? A 20-minute long
Y'all
distance
gotta
relationship?
understand. See, y'all gotta understand though.
He ain't got no car.
Not only your own vehicle, and you live in the city, and they live in Schaumburg. That's
Schaumburg.
yeah, Schaumburg. That's
Yeah.
a nice little distance. You got to really, really plan. Like, I'm like, Cuzzo, I'm gonna need that. And then Cuzzo trying to do his thing too. Everybody trying to do their thing. So I done never really had a long distance relationship, but I felt like that was a long distance relationship, just trying to get there. Then people have kids, so you can't always spend the night. So that's here, there, I say that. But I feel like the
That's
distance.
a fact.
Hey, I feel like the distance is what really matter. Like anything within 5 hours, because that's a weekend trip. You could do that every weekend. We can alternate weekends. We'll come see each other. But when you get to talking about taking flights, when you're talking about, I live in Chicago, you live in LA, I live in Chicago, you live in Texas, and we got to take flights, or somebody got to do that long drive. I think that puts a strain on it. Like if it's my weekend, something hit, and I got to take that 14, 18-hour drive somewhere, I'm going to be sleeping on you a lot of days. Like, that's a long ride.
So,
I can agree with you, EG, on that because I lived in Chicago and she lived in South Carolina, and that was some getting them plane tickets. I came out here like I think about 3 times before I moved out here because I think it was quick, but it still was like a gap, like months in between each one. So I understand what you're saying about that, and flights ain't cheap. And you gotta get the flight. And then luckily I don't have to get a rental car, nothing like that. But still gotta get them flights, them round trips and stuff. So I understand that completely. So we gonna dive into this first question. I guess it would pretty much. I guess Obi, have you been in anything? I'm sorry, Obi or Kyra.
oh yeah, I was in one for about a year and a half. I lived here in Charlotte. She lived in DC. Everything was great in the beginning, like great. But over time, traveling, flying, driving, alternating weekends and all of that, spending the night, getting hotel rooms, that takes a toll on you. So, hey, I get it. I think we both wanted it to work, we just didn't. Because it's not for everybody. It's not for the weak at heart.
Sure.
It's a lot of work, like everybody says. And sometimes you just get tired of making it work. And sometimes us as
Well, Obi,
men,
I
we
want to ask you the first
Mhm.
question there, Obi. I want you
Okay.
to stay right there with it. What was the greatest challenge being in a long distance relationship? So that's a question, y'all. What is the greatest challenge being in a long distance relationship?
To me, the distance. Um, if you want to go out with that significant other, they're not there. So you just can't call them and say, "Hey, let's go get something to eat." Let's go to the movies, or come go to church with me, or I'll come to church with you. Or maybe she wants to cuddle. Maybe you want her to go with you to watch a football game. The distance killed it for me. I can't speak for everybody else, but The conversation was great because you can talk to anybody about anything, but when it's time to be with that person and they're not there, nah, that killed it.
I
Anybody else
agree
want
with
to tap
OB.
into this? Go ahead, Velvet.
No, I'm just gonna agree with OB with that. I mean, the distance. I mean, is the toughest challenge. It's hard. It is definitely hard. But in between that distance is that time to really get to know each other because you don't have those other factors around like sex and and other people around that's might get in your business or whatever. So you got that one-on-one time to really talk to somebody to really get to know the ins and outs.
Yeah, but I think in that whole process, whatever you call it, dating, courting, that lack of face to face, even before it moves into sexual, that whole lack of me getting a hug, me holding you, that part missing in that process for me is what I think will be was what I can't take. I don't know if it's because I'm a Taurus or whatever, but I definitely need that affection. I need that time. Like I just had a rough day at work. I
Speak
need
on the
more than you just
EG.
talking to me. I,
Right. You got to be
I need
touched,
my
huh?
head on your lap. I need my
Hmm.
hand in my locks. I need it ain't even necessary. I need that. I just need that soft skin against my rough skin. Like,
For
dude,
real. Hey,
So your greatest challenge would be you need that quality time, pretty much. EG.
that's yeah. Yes, exactly. The quality time, the interpersonal quality time. You can have a quality time talking on the phone. We done it. I'd have been on the phone with somebody a long time. We talking, watching TV together on the phone, all that. But then it's those times where I just want to fall asleep on your lap. We supposed to be watching a movie, but I didn't went to sleep. You don't care. I'm gonna go to sleep, and you just rubbing my head or whatever, and we good.
I
Anybody
also
else
think
want to
that
tap? Oh, go ahead, Alex.
like boundaries, negotiating your boundaries, like um, when they're away and you're going out and you're hanging out with one of your friends and going to dinner, um, they can develop like jealousy towards that friendship with you have with someone that you're spending time with, and then thinking that you're either having another relationship or infidelity or just being jealous of because they're not there with you. They're not there constantly with you. So you have to develop those boundaries and say, no, I'm just hanging out with my girlfriend, or we're going to dinner tonight, or we're having a girls' night. And so that also plays a part because the trust and the communication is
Right.
vital. Is vital.
Hey, Alex, hold that thought because that's one of my questions. We're gonna circle right back to that in a second. I want you to go a little deeper in that. Anybody else want to tap into that first one? Cause we gonna she's tapping into the second one already. So anybody want to tap into that first one? Anybody else? No. All right. So yeah.
Wait,
So
hold on.
Alex,
I do, Ed.
I'll go ahead.
This question is more for EG about, about your whole the statement of the. I guess this the intimacy part. That's what you will be an issue for you. Okay, so do you have to have? I mean, how important is that? I mean, it seems like it's very important that you wouldn't want a long distance relationship, but it's like, why is that a determining factor? Like,
It's part of my level of rating or detecting where we're at together, on what level how we're connecting. That's the word I'm looking for. So that intimacy allows me to gauge our level of connection. What plane are we on? What level are we on? Um, Over the phone is everything, but body language. When we having a certain conversation and you ask me a question and I answer it, your body language when I answer it. Those things. So it's just that intimacy allows me to gauge where we're at on a connection level. So it's pretty high on my list of I need to have some type of access to you.
Okay, quick. We'll take a pause for the calls real quick. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, I mean, sorry, not YouTube. You're watching on Facebook. I'm about to get off Facebook. There is a link again right in the chat section. Click that link if you want to watch the rest of the show. I'm about to get more engaged in this conversation. So everybody, I know there's a couple of you guys I see watching on Facebook. Click the link and come and catch us live on YouTube. Appreciate y'all. Also, click like and share. If you're watching this video, click like and share this video.
Hey, Ed,
Yes,
I would
sir.
like Miss Kyra to answer the question because she ain't answered it yet.
So I don't have any experience in the area of long distance relationships. There was one relationship I had where I lived in Sacramento and the person lived in Oakland. So that was just like an hour drive. I don't really consider that long distance. I like EG need that I need in-person communication and like quality time is one of my love languages. And while you're on the phone with someone, that could be considered quality time. But I like to be with a person, like sit and hold hands and watch a TV show or go to the movies or have a picnic or just go on a drive. I like being able to like spend that time one on one with that person or at a family activity or different things like that. So I I don't want to say I'm scared, but I don't really see myself going into a long distance relationship because I need so much more than what that distance can provide for me.
Hey, Kyra, can you read some of the chat while we took a little pause real quick?
Yeah. Um there's there was a question posed that kind of I think spins off from something earlier, which was how long do you feel is enough time to cohabitate? One person answered and was like, once you're married. Um, and then another person said, you need more than a weekend to figure a person out. Their representative is the one there on the weekend. And I can definitely agree with that. Like I want to see you in action. Like how are you acting? How are you reacting when you're angry or frustrated or dealing with anxiety or had a bad day at work? Um, what is making, what pushes your buttons? Or I would like to see all that in person.
Yeah, I agree, Kyra. All those emotions is important. Like I wanna I wanna see what you do before you go to bed, what you do when you wake
Mhm.
up, how you act when you're mad, when you're sad, or don't get your way when you're happy. But I feel all of those things can be learned just like based on the relationship you and this person have. You don't have to be in their face to learn these things. If you in tune with a person, you don't have to. You could catch that vibe off of a phone conversation, a text message, FaceTime. You can feel like, hey, something wrong. Like, what's wrong? What's going on? So, but yeah, but all those you definitely got to see all those things before you even think about cohabitating with anybody.
How long, Velvet, like how frequently did you and your husband see each other? How long
We
were you dating and how frequently did you see each other?
We was dating, I want to say maybe about a year and a half, maybe two. But we always communicated, like via phone. I
Hmm.
say we saw each other maybe 3 or 4 times out the month.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because we took turns. Like I go that way, he come this way. It wasn't all the times on the weekends. It was during the week, and
Right.
things like that. 'Cause it was a 4 hour drive, so I mean, I can't say like he definitely put in some effort. Like he'll leave here and have to be at work at 5 a.m. in Wisconsin, and they time is an hour behind
Oh,
Indianapolis time. So that
wow.
means you got to leave here like 3 o'clock in the morning just to make it there at a decent time. So I mean, it take effort. Is this what you want? This what you want to do?
Mhm.
got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex, how frequently were you and your previous person seeing each other?
It was for 3 years, and you definitely have to immerse yourselves in each other's world, even though you're there and I'm
Right.
here and you're there. You have to, like, from afar, you still have to do daily little check-ins and throughout the day,
Yeah.
and see how, send a video or send a text and a picture, and you have to constantly do that to keep it, just keep it going, and letting them know that, even from afar, I'm thinking about you, or I'll send you a picture of the shoes that I'm wearing today, just because I want you to know what I'm wearing today.
Right. Right.
So yeah, it's just those terms of communication, either video or phone, or it's an ongoing effort every single day.
Yes. Yes. What was funny, EG?
Real quick, I just want to apologize to Alex. Because you was like, yeah, even if I just send a pic up and my head went left, you went right. I totally apologize. I said,
But did you hear the type of picture that I
no,
said? The type of shoes that I had on?
right here. I feel like I said it. Well, I needed to apologize. It was so vivid in my head. I felt like I needed
It's the
to
Chicago in him. That's
So
the
sorry.
Chicago in
Yeah.
him.
But
those
those
pictures work too.
pictures are also included.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right?
Yep. I'm so glad
So I
y'all
want-
didn't see me laugh.
Obi, can I ask Obi real quick? How often were you seeing your person in that 1.5-year relationship?
Probably at least twice a month. With me being the main person that did the driving or the flying, um, because like EG said, I need to be where you are. You know what I'm saying? I need for you to be where I am. So if I got to make the drive or take a flight, I did, and I would, because I'm big on physical touch and quality time. Those are my things.
Someone put in the chat, your better half might be in a different state, so don't mess out. I'm kind of trying to work on being more open-minded to long distance relationships, but I struggle because I don't 100% value them as relationships for me, because it's just a struggle for not seeing someone regularly. Yeah.
It's
If you put in the
FaceTime,
work, it can
Kyra.
work. It can work.
Huh?
Now I'm saying if you put in the work, or if both people put in the work, it can work. But you got to have two people that
Yeah.
are willing to put in the work.
Right.
And you can't give up.
And I think now times it could be easier because, like, for example, I work from home. So, like, going somewhere for an extended weekend and working a couple days out of state is something that's doable. But
Kyra, how long you going to Chicago for? I forget.
like
I forget.
the 4th to the 16th, about 11 days.
Oh,
11
you
or
can
12
go
days.
for 11 days. Must be nice, but you can't do
That's a
long distance.
vacation.
Must be nice. Oh man,
We're not going to talk about
11
the work from home.
days.
We're not going to talk about the work from home. Just keep next
So I want
question.
to circle back to Alex on this next question, and she kind of tapped into it. So I want to circle back to her, and then everybody else can tap into it if they like. How can you build trust into a long distance relationship? How do you build that in? I know you tapped into it a little bit, but can you go a little deeper?
Well, I think you have to be open and you have to be honest. And even if there is a misunderstanding, you have to be open and honest about it. And that will kind of decrease, the stress level. But respecting your partner, like, let's say, I get home from work and I'm tired and I don't want to talk to you right when I get home from work, giving me that space, or giving him that space that he needs, to know that I'm winding down. I gotta take care of the kids, I gotta cook. So things like that you have to respect and understand also, both physically and emotionally, even though we're apart. So this means that, work hours or could be different from theirs, or in my situation it was same time zone. We saw each other on the weekends. I'd go one weekend there, he'd come one weekend here. So twice a month he'd be in Charlotte, and I'd be in the city that he lives in. Um, but you both have to understand how important it is to respect, just respect your boundaries and talk about it. You have to talk about it. Daily
Yeah, and
conversations.
I'll piggyback on what she said. I think you have to be open and honest, and I think communication is key. And you have to over communicate. You have to communicate more than you've ever communicated
Oh
in your
yeah.
life, just to make that person, feel warm and fuzzy. I mean, everything you do, that person should be involved in, and vice versa. Like, hey, I'm just getting up, I'm about to go brush my teeth. You have to tell them everything because they're not there. Because if they
Right.
were there, they could
My
physically see
point.
you doing all of that. But
And that was part of some of my issues. I didn't want to tell you all of that. And even though it was
Right.
a 3-year relationship, it was just like, oh, I was in a very long term relationship. And now I needed, to kind of learn that all over again. And I said, do I really want to do
Mhm.
this all over again? Even though you're in another city. But yeah, you have to have that respect. And that's,
mhm.
that's where I feel like I failed and wasn't 100% into it like he was.
Yeah, I definitely agree with both of you guys, Obi and Alex. Um, that communication is key, and the over communicating. I mean, you got to do a little bit extra if they
Mhm.
were down the street. It's got to be a little bit more like, I'm on my way to work, or things of that
Mhm.
nature. I'm about to cook dinner. Things that you would normally say or tell someone that you was like dating or whatever, and then just respecting their time. Like, I know you just got off work. I'm not gonna call and think I'm gonna talk to you for an hour. Like, no, I'm gonna wait till you get home. You wind
Mhm.
down, make you something to eat, then we'll talk before you go to bed.
Mhm.
So that's definitely big. That's definitely big.
EG, you
The
got your
over
hand up. Go ahead.
communicating excessive and like, um, oh my gosh, it sounds draining.
I mean, we're not talking about like what you're doing. We're talking about just letting them know, like, just extra stuff. Don't be
Yeah,
vague. Just
you're
extra
right.
stuff.
Right.
I
So
think it
so
also
my
creates opportunity. I'm sorry to interrupt. It just creates like an opportunity to feel connected
Hmm.
when we're not in the same household, and you have
Yeah,
to have them make them feel connected.
yeah. And you're building trust,
And
because
Hmm.
building
that's
trust.
that's the foundation, because you are a distance away, so you gotta trust your partner. Your partner gotta trust you. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead, EG.
be because I'm hearing the word over communicate. I heard someone say something like, texting them like, "Hey, just waking up from the brush my teeth." So how would that be different if y'all in the same city? Like, do you if you're dating somebody in the city, do that need to know when I wake up change? Is it that you need to know when I wake up because I'm in a different state? Or if we both in Chicago, we both in Carolina, do I still text you like, hey baby, I woke up? Like, how is that over communicating? Like, how did that communication change?
That's
Because
that's different, man.
it's
That's different.
like,
That's different.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's different. Because when you in Charlotte and DC, you trying to build trust. If I'm in Charlotte and she's in Pineville, which is like 10 minutes away, I ain't got to do all of that because I can hop in the car. She can hop in the car and come over.
so that's so
But
first
I'm
of
back
all,
on. Go ahead,
pulling
EG.
up
Because
without
I'm on your
permission.
side, EG, on this one. I'm on your side on this one. Go ahead, EG.
What I'm saying, so how is building trust with somebody less than an hour from you? And I know it's a difference. How's the communication? Let's stick with the communication. The communication building trust with somebody that's an hour from you different from somebody that's a flight from you?
The
Well, I'll say
same
this,
way.
EG. I'll say this. I was gonna throw a joke in. Before I throw the joke in, I'm gonna be serious for a second. I didn't over communicate. I was in Chicago. She was in Carolina. We just talk like normal talk, like you'll talk if we was in the same state. I didn't wake up and say hello, or I'm about to go to the club, or I'm about to no. Just I talked to her like she was in the same state. So I don't know. I personally, when I did it, I didn't over communicate at all. I just trusted she was no, wasn't gonna do her thing, and I hope she trusted I wasn't gonna do my thing, but I don't know about the over communicating piece. I know we had to talk every day, like you can't not talk because y'all live in two different states, but I didn't. For me, I let everybody else answer the question that said they over communicate. I didn't over communicate at all. I just communicated regularly like we was in the same state. Go ahead, Obi.
Now I was just saying, it's like building trust is like building that sexual intimacy. You can build it over the phone all day, but you really build it in person. That person is close to me. I can go see her. She can come see me. We 10 or 15 minutes away. You can't build that intimacy if you never see that person, or if you only see that person once or twice every 3 or 4 months.
I'm still trying to understand. I'm with EG. Like, to me, trust is trust, and building trust is building trust. And I don't feel like I have to, and maybe because I haven't experienced that type of relationship in the past, it just doesn't seem like I would have to do a bunch of things differently to build trust because we're in the same city or in different cities. I'm just trying to wrap my head around that.
As a veteran of a long distance relationship,
It was a year and a half. You're not a veteran.
as a veteran, as a veteran of a long
Here
distance
we go.
relationship,
Here we go.
trust is different when you're living in one city and somebody's living in another city.
Trust or insecurity?
Trust. I didn't say insecurity. Trust.
That's where the communication comes
I mean
in.
that
Y'all saying the over communicating, but if you trust that person, you don't have to over communicate because they already know what's going on with you. Y'all built that trust, so you know what is going on versus you not knowing what's going on.
So Velvet, you didn't over communicate.
Huh?
So Velvet, I'm saying, so you didn't over communicate. You just communicated regularly.
I mean, I feel like my term of over communicating is a little different. No, I didn't report if I was brushing my teeth or if I was doing it. I didn't communicate those type of things. Or, I say something, well, I'm about to hop in the shower, I'll hit you back later. Or I'm about to go get my hair done, I'll hit you back later. Or let me tell you what this person said to me. You know what I'm saying? It was conversations. We had conversations throughout the day. So it wasn't just certain times. Like, we text talk throughout the day and then got on the phone when we both was available for a FaceTime or a phone conversation. But it's an all day thing. It's not just one text, good morning, and I'll talk to you tonight. No, it's all throughout the day. Lunch break, this, that. It's all throughout the day, just constant communication, constant talking. So I don't.
Well, I've had that with somebody that I'm in a relationship with that is in the same city in terms of like checking in. How's your day going? Good morning. Just woke up thinking about you. Have a great day. About to go to sleep. Sweet dreams. Yeah. Okay.
I agree 100% with you, Kyra. 100%. I think it's more insecurity than, and that's my dog Obi than trust. Because, like I said, I was in a whole nother 10 hours away. It wasn't 2 hours. It wasn't 30 minutes. What EG say? 20 minutes. It was 10 hours. And I was like, hey, it is what it is. So I agree with you, Kyra.
I knew you would say
Sorry,
that,
Obi.
Ed, which is
I'm
why
Team Obi though. Team Obi.
I knew you would say that, Ed. So let me break out something. What Webster's dictionary says about trust, and insecurity, or do I really need to do that, Kyra?
You don't.
Two different words.
You
It's
don't.
2 different words.
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't say that it was the same word, so I don't need Webster's dictionary definitions.
Trust and insecurity is not the same.
I didn't say that it wasn't the same. If you listen, we're saying the same thing.
Hold on, Obi. Hold on. Let me real
and real. This is why I come for Obi.
Trying to get the men back on. It's okay, Kyra, don't overplay your hand now. Don't overplay it. It was just an ace of spade. It wasn't a big joker. Relax. So
my point is that sometimes
maybe you was confusing the two. Maybe it was you were speaking more of insecurity than trust. That's what I think that's what she was trying to say.
No, I said what I said. I think that
Mm-mm.
sometimes there are people in relationships that are unclear of their intent on doing things. And some people can have you reporting to them what they're doing, where they're going, how they did it, who they did it with, um, down to everything because of their insecurity, which is not helping to build trust. It's helping to put that person at ease because they have an issue that they need to address. And that's the way that it's coming out, as opposed to trust, which to me is like talking to someone, being able to be vulnerable, being able to be heard, being able to be yourself, let down your guard. Those are different things that build trust to you. To me telling you I'm brushing my teeth with Sensodyne toothpaste and I did it, I need to recharge my electric toothbrush. That's not building trust to me.
Y'all you taking
I
an
agree,
example and you
Kyrie.
Hey,
flip it
hold on,
to
y'all.
like
Hold
the
on, y'all. Hold on, hold
worst
on, hold on, hold
possible
on,
thing
hold
you
on,
can
hold
flip
on.
it
Hold
to.
on, Obi. Hold on, Obi. We don't want to get stuck on this
Jesus.
for another 45 minutes talking about we got a
Right.
whole
What's the
we
next
got people in the
question?
chat that we want to hear from. We got
Mm.
call-ins, we got a bunch of more questions. So we gonna leave that right there for a second. We're gonna move on to another question. But Kyra, get ready to read some in the chat after this next
Yep.
question.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess it'd be for me, probably for everybody but Velvet. This next question, pretty much. Knowing what you know now, would you encourage or discourage the next person regarding a long distance relationship? Because I may say Velvet's the only one still in her. That's all I said besides Velvet. But Velvet, you can answer it too. I'm just saying, it was a little funny joke. But knowing what you know now, would you encourage or discourage the next person regarding a long distance relationship? And I'll kick it off. I would say I won't discourage somebody, but I said do your homework. Vet them, you know what I'm saying? Vet them. Make sure that she or he is exactly what you want them to be. Vet them, vet their family. If you got to go travel to see them, go see them, see how they live, but do your homework. Um, yeah, we us guys, well, I know me and OB, EG, I think too. We go for looks, but once we get past the looks, let's see what else you got going on. Let's see what else is happening over there. 'Cause I'm just saying, that's just my opinion. Go ahead. Anybody want to jump in? Go ahead.
I also think those are very good points. Also, um, when you're with them, actually seeing what kind of emotional like intelligence that they have, because it's hard to see that when you just see them on the weekends. You don't really see their true authentic selves in their everyday living, and so that's important. And I think that's why with me I didn't see his everyday life. And you can be someone this way on the weekend and then be completely different when you're in your environment, and that environment may be toxic, and I didn't realize that that environment may be toxic. And then when that toxicity comes out, I'm like, whoa, I've never seen that before. Wait a minute. So
So would you encourage somebody or would you discourage them?
no, I would encourage them. Yeah, absolutely encourage it. You gotta try. You can't
Yeah, I
not
would
try.
encourage them too. I would encourage them too. My thing is, if you're gonna get in the car with somebody, be ready for the ride, and that ride is gonna have U turns, right turns, left turns. Gotta,
Hmm.
but you gotta just be ready for it.
Right.
Was that a good example, Kyle, or should I use another one?
I gave you a snap, Obi. Let's
Oh, I
make
didn't
it.
see that for real. Can you do it again? Okay. All right. Cool.
Anybody want to tap into this? Hey y'all, while they tap into these questions, put in the comment right now if y'all team Obi or team Kyra, because they going in already. EG, I think he hit his hand up. Go ahead, EG.
Um, I think the only thing, and the reason why I said earlier I never was really in a long distance relationship. The one girl I met, we was in college, so I actually met her when I went to go see my cousin play at Penn State, and we went there. His game was on a Saturday. Of course, we got there Friday, and I ended up meeting her by his apartment. And actually, me and some guys that came and hung up girls, we actually went out to a party that night. And we was just like chilling the whole night, talking to each other, we danced with each other, we exchanged numbers. She was from Cleveland, Ohio, and I was from Chicago. And when I went back to school, we would talk on a regular basis, everything, planned on going to Thanksgiving with our families. He's like, yeah, I want you to come out and everything. I think at that age, I was up for it. You know, I was in my 20s. I'm up for it. Like, everything goes. Like, yeah, let's go. Like, yeah, I can find a way to get to you. Bus, train, automobile, plane, whatever it is. But I think that mindset that I was in 20 was not as realistic as it's just going to be enough. And I think if you ask that question, is this going to be enough? Can I build? Can I make my cake this way? You know, it's 101 way to skin a cat, 100 million ways to make a cake. Can I make my cake that way? And if at any part of the ingredients you like, oh man, I would say don't do it. And like I said, that one ingredient part I have, if I had a bad day Tuesday, sometimes I can't wait till that weekend to see you. I need to see you at least by Wednesday, Thursday. And you know, and back to what Alex said, that weekend, like you looking for anything you're looking forward to is enjoyment, right? So like it's not necessarily you getting a representative, it's y'all been talking about seeing each other the whole weekend, then bam, the weekend happened. I'm not finna argue with you, not for everything for to be fun and joy. So you definitely won't get that when I'm upset because I'm not. You here. Oh, I'm there. So definitely gotta ask yourself, is this the way I want to bake my cake?
So, EG, what you are you saying you would discourage them, or you just ask them some questions? Like how would that go about?
It's not for me. I will ask that question to the person, and then I will guide them that way. It's not for me. But you ask to me, do I discourage it? No, it's been successful. Too much for me to say, don't do it. I'm just telling you, it's not for me. At the stage of my life I'm at now, it's not for me. If I meet you out of town on a trip and we really connect like that, we immediately have to be on a process of, so in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months, who want to go where? Are we going to move to a neutral place? Am I coming down there? Am I coming to you? Are you coming to me? Like, we have to be building towards that.
Hey, before the next person tap in, I want somebody else to tap in if you feel like tapping in. The phone lines are open, y'all. The phone lines are open. You can call in. The number is 704-891-9560. Again, the number is 704-891-9560. Call in, and don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. Call in. Won't hear from y'all. Who else want to tap into this before Kyrie reads some of the comments?
Well, I tap in right quick. I definitely encourage it, but the only way I encourage their relationship, but encourage that person to get to know that person and encourage them to have a plan. You can't just say, "Oh, we just finna be dating." You have to have a plan. What is the plan? What are we doing? That's my favorite question. What are we doing? Oh, we kicking it? Oh, okay. What are we doing? Are we leaving somewhere? Where are we going? You want me to go with you?
We
Where
just
you going?
chilling.
Right.
There you go.
See, I ain't with none of that. We ain't chilling. I need a plan.
Let me ask you one quick question, Velvet.
Weekend warriors. Weekend warriors. That's how.
Velvet, Alex, I want to ask y'all one quick question real fast. Then Kyrie gonna read some comments. Did y'all give y'all man? I didn't do this. That's a funny question. But did y'all give y'all man / woman a hall pass? Like,
Hell
you know,
no.
we in the same state.
Hell no. Hell no.
Oh.
Hey, I was working from home, man. I was working from home, and honestly, I would probably go to DC and stay for a week and a half, 2 weeks at a time. Nah, ain't no hall pass. And I just want to piggyback on what Joshua said in the comments. I'm stingy. I'm selfish. I want all the smoke. Ain't nobody else doing nothing that I'm doing.
Right.
Because I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna make sure I put myself there. You ain't gotta be here. I'm gonna put myself there.
Like I didn't do this, but let's say if I did do this, like she was in Carolina, I was in Chicago. I'm like, no, we two different states. Hey, if something might have come up, you know what I'm saying, why we just still courting, I guess.
Relationship.
Pretty. Not all the way open. You know, this if you slid in some, I slid in some, it's be all right.
An open relationship because you're not
No, because
committed to each other.
we're not totally open. Just if it happens one time, then it's all right.
Then the legs are open for
no.
someone else.
Right.
Hell no.
Then it's not. So having to fall in somebody is okay. No.
Yeah,
No DNA
Okay,
swap.
the
No
other
that's
DNA
a no
swapping.
for me. Because
Other
we
people are
already
gonna answer.
yeah, that's a no.
Go ahead, Kyra. Read the comments.
So nobody gave nobody a hall pass.
Apparently not,
Hell
EG.
no.
Nobody got a hall pass.
Hell no.
Okay. I'll start with the one that says
And we're not just chilling here. We not just chilling.
Right.
Now, if you set that expectation up front, that's different. But
That's
again,
different.
right.
Yeah, that's different. We're not
Oh, if I
doing
talk
that.
if I talk to somebody right now in another state, I'm telling them we just chilling right now. We just
okay,
chilling
so then she knows what to
until
expect.
until we decide to bust a move like EG say. So what we doing?
Making a cake, we making lasagna.
Somebody got to move.
Right.
I already moved once. I ain't moving again. I already moved once, so I ain't moving again. So if you don't remember on moving, then shit, you know it's open. It's open season, EG.
If she's a baddie, you might move.
You wouldn't come back home? If you met somebody in Chicago, you ain't coming back.
I ain't gonna leave my. I left my daughter already. I ain't gonna leave my
Damn,
son.
Kanye.
I ain't gonna do it. I'm sorry,
Damn,
Kyra. Go
Kanye.
ahead. We
All
joking
right.
too much, Kyra. Go ahead.
No. Team MF Kyra.
See, hey,
if
no,
you have
time out.
trust-
You don't skip over the comment that somebody made about me. See, you're a Trump supporter. You are a Trump supporter. I tell you.
Don't get to religion.
God.
I mean, don't get to politics on here. Don't get to politics.
I'm not even gonna respond. If you have trust, you can mitigate the over communication. Talking too much can be a way of calming your insecurities. Another person said, why is trust different? You don't see what the person in your city, you don't see what the person's doing in your city every minute. I think it's insecurity, like Kyra asked. Another person said, it's true, you can talk too much, but some days you may want to talk a little more because your partner may need it. And then lastly, you get the representative all the time, like at the beginning when you're newly dating someone.
I challenge that.
The
'Cause
representative?
When
What
I'm
are you
dating somebody, you get me. You're gonna get me. I'm not gonna because I want you to know who I am.
Right.
I
I
challenge
agree.
that. I'm not gonna bring my representatives. I want you to see who I am. So therefore you be like, okay, he's too silly, he play too much, he too much joking. Like, see me. I want to come in like, you know, this person and all talk all with proper etiquette and all that stuff. You know, I talk with a little slang. I might mess up a word or two here, there. You know, I want you like me for me. So that's just me personally. I don't do the representative thing.
You don't, but I feel like a lot of people are on their best behavior and sending their representative when they are new to a relationship or to a situation.
So now I'm glad you said that. Being on your best behavior is not showing a representative, right? That's just you being that version of you. I'm still like this. I'm still gonna be silly. I'm still gonna crack jokes. We could be somewhere. I just met you, so no, I'm not gonna grab your ass because I just met you. I'm gonna be on my best behavior.
I'm gonna look at that thing.
Now, if we're somewhere after party, you drunk, I'm drunk, it might be an ass grab, right? Because that's the scene we're at. But if like we just went out, it's happy hour, met you at a bar, I'm talk to you, I'm gonna give you eye contact. Now I'm not giving you my representatives, I'm being on my best behavior. I'm gonna check the boobs and butt out later as I gauge longer conversations or you get more comfortable. Then I'm like, yeah, let me check the okay, yeah, and and I'm gonna have those comments anyway. But my hands won't be as flowy because I'm on my best behavior. But if we make it to the after hours, I'm sorry, I just said too much.
I feel you, EG.
What OB Alex and Kyra, what y'all think about being a representative or whatever Joshua said?
I think sometimes women can be a representative. Like if you take a woman out to dinner, she'll sit there and she'll just eat a little bit of salad and she'll order something and won't eat all of it. But most women are not. Most women ain't gonna do that.
I don't know
Only
what
a
women you
select
be
few.
messing with.
Only a
I'm
select
eating,
few.
Right.
I'm eating all my food,
I'm
or
gonna eat every
it's
last thing
gonna
on
go
my
home
plate.
with me to have
Exactly.
it
Kyra,
tomorrow.
I said some.
Right.
I said
I'm not
some.
ordering a salad.
I said some. Just like that's why I said some. Like there's a
Yeah.
difference between some and all. There's a
Yeah,
difference
that's
Hey,
between
Obi,
some and all.
all the women rolled their eyes at you when you said that. All of them like, shit, I
But
eat my
she
They're
food.
not
already
All
all.
of them.
They're not
right.
all. But
I,
I'm 100% sure they know somebody that'll take a guy out to eat or go out to eat with a guy and they're not gonna eat all the food they order.
I don't
no,
hang
I
around with
think
people
I
No,
think
like
that's a
that. I
thing
hang
of
ain't got
the
around
no
with people
friends
that
past.
like
like to
that.
Nah,
eat.
hell no.
I think
Mm-mm.
I think that's a thing of the past. I don't think women no more shy away from eating in front of guys or
And
anything
if they do,
like
then she
that.
probably
If anything, I think they kind of go overboard sometimes. But you know.
Right, okay. And EG, you supposed to be on our side, man, regardless of what Kyra say.
Hey, we gonna
You can have a
we gonna
difference of opinion. It's okay.
I'm just teasing.
we gonna
There
tap
go
we gonna
team
tap to the other
HR.
question.
HR in the house.
What's the next question?
Team O, we put the team Obi in the I'm tired of saying
They
team
already
Kyra. Put
did
team
that.
Obi in the
They
comments.
already did that.
But she, I ain't gonna get no props for it.
All
I
right,
ain't gonna get
here
no
we go.
props.
Here go the next one, y'all. What are red flags to look for in a long distance relationship? What is some stuff you should look for?
Somebody that doesn't communicate.
Right. Because that's the main thing in a long distance.
when
You
you
ain't
have the
talking to me.
opportunity to see
Yeah.
each other and the plans are being broken.
Hmm.
Mm.
I think inconsistencies in what they're saying or where they're doing, or yeah, like they go to the gym or they never go to the gym. I'll put it that way. And now all of a sudden they're going to the gym all the time. Not that there's anything wrong with bettering yourself, but what changed? Are you going to
Because
the
Ed
gym?
told her about Crunch Fitness, got all them women there, so they want to go now. Oh, we about to start going.
Well, Kyra, to answer that question, I started dating you. I wanted to look better for you.
Mm.
Sounds good.
Is that good?
Team
Is that good enough?
EG in the building.
But I still say, yeah, broken routines. That ain't got to be long distance. Broken routine. That's why, as a man, I pride myself. I don't start a routine I cannot continue with. Now, is it going to be 100%? No, stuff comes up. You know, I dated this one girl. We talked on my break all the time. I had a set break, and we always talked on my break. Sometimes, like one time, I went to sleep on my break. I woke up, I texted like, my bad. See, oh no, you was probably on the phone with the. Yeah, I'm glad you showed that card. That's exactly what I needed to see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, actually, no, I fell asleep, and you know why? Because we both was out late last night having a good time. So I went to work on 2 hours of sleep, and so my break I used it to get sleep. You forgot that? So yeah, so when you break a routine, if you don't like real talk, if you break a routine and you don't really have the good excuse or reason why, that's where insecurities and trust issues start creeping in.
Right. And when your effort decrease, like your time to come visit, or you got an excuse why you can't come, or if I'm trying to come visit, it's some type of excuse. Like,
Yeah.
That's definitely a red flag.
Not answering the phone. Now you're not available to FaceTime.
Right.
You're always busy. You got to call me back.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all think FaceTime is creepy? I think it's creepy, FaceTime. I do not like FaceTime. I hate people FaceTime me. I think that's creepy. You just look at each other.
I don't think it's creepy.
I don't think it's creepy.
Now when you're long distance, it's great.
Right.
I mean, unless we on some freaky stuff, but we just talking regularly. Just look. Cause I ain't gonna lie, when I talk to somebody on the phone, I put it on speakerphone, I sit it down next to me, I keep watching TV. Like they be next to me and I just watch TV. So now I gotta hold the thing and look at you the whole time. That's just creepy to me.
So
I'm tired of
should
people
we
calling me.
fully
People out there,
engage
y'all
in the
listening out there in TV world,
conversation?
stop calling me FaceTime. Stop doing it.
Yeah.
It's
Because
not
you need to
cool.
commit and
Okay,
engage in a relationship.
so my thing is,
I think
you got
it's
an iPhone? I thought that was like the whole purpose of an iPhone is for FaceTime. I'm team
Right.
Android.
I got Android.
So
Yeah,
So
Android.
that's
ain't no
why you duo.
we gotta
You be on
Yeah.
we gotta
duo.
do Google Call
Right.
or Facebook Messenger to do the face to face. Don't get it twisted. I mean, all that stuff works. So I heard. I'm just saying.
people in the chat said that red flags are inconsistency. They'll show themselves to you in time. You look for it. If you look for it, you'll find anything that will derail the relationship. Another person said the same red flags you look for in the same city relationship. I like that. And then someone said, Ed, something is wrong with you. It ain't creepy, but a lot of creep stuff happens on FaceTime. And then does the chat number have FaceTime? No, it doesn't. And Androids can FaceTime with different apps like WhatsApp, Messenger.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Duo.
Google. Yeah, I said.
Yeah.
But you know,
I didn't say that you weren't saying it.
iPhone people get mad if I say FaceTime and I'm an Android. So I say, I stay away from that word because I guess I'm not privileged to iPhone people.
So I got another question for you guys. How fulfilled are you being in a long distance relationship? Like how fulfilled was you, Velvet and Alex, Obi?
I mean, I married him, so I was definitely fulfilled. It was. I mean, we had a bond, we had a connection, we had an understanding. We was in tune with each other, and that's whether it's a long distance relationship or someone that's in the same city as you. You have to be in tune with the person that you are with. It's y'all got to be in sync. Y'all got to be on the same Wi-Fi. Like all of that, just to in order to build and try to make a connection. I mean, because I'm all about building. If you ain't coming with no bricks and trying to build, you going over there. So if we on the same page, oh, sky's the limit. Let's do this.
Yeah, same thing for me. Which is why I was burning the road up and got all my frequent flyer miles in the sky. I was trying to make it work.
Yeah.
And everything was working good. Like it was a great situation until something happened, and when that happened, it was a wrap.
Right. And it's harder to repair when something happens and you're not in the same household, or you work on it on a daily basis. It's like, I wonder if they are going to therapy, or I wonder if they are going to their sessions, or it's harder to repair it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Ed, would you do a long distance relationship again with a baddie?
Right. Good question.
All right, describe baddie.
Someone with a banging body who's a 10, 36, 24, 36, works out, eats healthy, but may not be emotionally in tune to her feelings.
Ed, you the host.
It's not like a creep.
Ed. You don't have to answer that question.
No, I would do another long distance relationship, but like I said, I would it would be a lot of first of all, like EG said, it'll go, it's a game plan. Like we ain't doing this for long. Sorry, Alex, we ain't doing no 3 years. We're not doing I moved fast. Y'all know I moved real quick. I came out of Carolina.
Maybe you need to take it slower.
That's you're right. That's a good point too. That's a good point too. So I would do 3 years, but it'd be like this 3 years of not a real relationship. So maybe just getting to know her for a year or two. So we're not really in a relationship, you know. So I'm still out here chilling, but I'm still courting you a little bit, getting to know you. Because I'm
Okay,
not
you
about to be in a
just
committed.
Why
I'm
you
not about to be in a
playing?
committed.
You playing? Don't
I'm not.
you
Listen,
play with
listen.
me
Check it out.
like
Check it out.
that?
With anybody, nobody. If it's in Carolina, Chicago, Florida, I'm not jumping to any relationship at all. You know, not jumping to nothing again. So I'm doing the vetting process, no matter where they live at. So while I'm chilling, I can still do me. Like we ain't in a relationship. I'm not committed to you. I'm still getting to know you. I need
so
to know
you're
because
not
I don't want to.
interested in a one-on-one relationship. You're interested with chilling, chilling, and chilling.
No, no. I want to get married again. I do want to get married again. Hear me clearly. I do want to get married again.
Or
But
just keep chilling with everybody.
I want to take my time
There
and
you
make
go.
sure she's right.
While
So
you're chilling with someone else.
Right.
Hmm.
listen, I think you got a three max minimum. I think you can talk to about three people at one time. No, no, no more than three. Then because then you start. Okay, you start with three, right? But then let's check it out. Check it out. Hey, hold on. You start out with three, and that's you courting. Or you talking to three. Then you limit to two. Now you like all right, and I'm down to two. Then the one. Now you're courting the one. You know what I'm saying? So you might start with three, and then it like, all right, she ain't really on nothing. I'm like, leave her go. Now you're down to the two.
Right.
Now
Okay.
you which one match your energy? Like I said last week, which one match your vibe? Which one get everything you want? Now you just totally like courting that one. I think EG said a couple episodes ago about courting. You know, because you can't court three people. You can date three people, you can talk to three people, but you can't court three people. So I'll talk to three people until I started limiting it down. But I'm not jumping to anything. I don't care where you live at. You can live in Lake Wiley where I live at. And the next building over, I'm not, no, I'm taking my time. But
And
we got a
what's your
caller.
definition of chilling? His
I
well,
understand that.
okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Hold on, caller. Go ahead, Kyrie. Finish
No,
your
do the
statement.
caller, and then you can explain what your definition of chilling is. I don't want to answer for you.
Take time. Put me on the hot seat. Caller, you're online with Nuts and Bolts. Let me ask you one question first. Are you Team Obi or Team Kyra?
Oh man, tonight I'm gonna have to be Team Obi. He gave me a shout out, and I'm representing him tonight, baby. Team Obi.
That's what I'm
Okay.
talking about.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about.
oh, thanks for having me on, y'all. This is a great show tonight. Great topic. I just want to add on to what Ed was talking about. I mean, we got time today. We're not rushing. We're trying to figure out what relationships mean and if it means something to the women that we're dealing with. So take your time. You know what I mean? Friends before effing, and we go make sure it exactly is what it's supposed to be. And I'm gonna land my plane there. Thanks for having me, y'all.
Always, we love when you
Hey,
call in. Thank you, caller.
And what's your definition of what do you mean when you say I'm chilling?
When I say I'm
Hmm.
chilling, I mean don't expect nothing. You know, I'm just relaxing. I'm just I'm getting to know you. I'm not saying I'm getting to know myself. That's so weak for somebody to say that. I'm just getting to know you. I'm out here just relaxing. You know, if you want, listen, I might talk to you today. I might talk to somebody tomorrow. I'm giving you the option to know that I ain't on nothing serious right now. So I don't want to pillow talk because easy to tell I used to pillow talk and all the other stuff back in the day. I don't want to lead you on in no way at all. So I'm letting you know right now I'm just chilling. I just got out of a marriage, so I'm not really trying to jump in anything right now. So if you want to stick around, you can. If you don't, then hey, that's on you. But if you want to slap bellies and we up to that, that might be game too. But I'm not on nothing serious at this particular moment. You know, until we start vibing, I'm like, oh man, now I might want to go to the next level with you. So the chilling might turn into like now I want to go on some dates. Then that might go into now I want to court you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my work when it comes to courting. I'm gonna do all my work I gotta do. But right now, if I met somebody right now, I'm like, so what you looking for? Not looking for anything. I'm just chilling, just relaxing. What that
so
means?
dating ain't in the chilling.
I don't like to go on a lot of dates like that because I don't want to be spend I don't want to spend all this quality time with you not for it to work out. I rather talk to you on the phone a little bit, text a little bit, maybe go out once. Um, but I don't want to do all these dates and all this stuff and then find out like I really don't like this girl. Or like me, I'm only 5'8", you know what I'm saying? She might like, man, this dude's short. I really don't like no, he ain't tall enough for me. You know what I'm saying? We didn't waste all this time. I don't want to waste no one's time at all. Or she thinking that, man, Ed text me a couple of times and call me. He must no. I just told you in the beginning. I was relaxed. I'm chilling. I call you and text you. I don't think nothing wrong with that, but
Right.
I'm not about to give you all my time. I'm not about to call you every day. I don't want to call no one every day. I don't want to talk on the phone, period, every day. I'm a texter. I hate talking on the phone. So that's I don't know if Kyrie I explained it to you, my definition of chilling, but it just it ain't just out here sleeping with everybody. That I just joke around a lot. It ain't that. It could be that, but it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
that sometimes, and it's okay if they're slapping bellies with other people too, because
right. But you need to let people know in the
they're just
door,
chilling.
like what you're up to, what is your intentions with them up front. I think a lot of people don't give people that up front. They were like, "Oh man, I'm trying to get to know you." No, I'm not really trying to get to know you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just
But
relaxing.
how
I'm not
would you
trying to get to
know
know you.
if how would you know that you want to take it to the next level if you're not trying to get to know them?
Because after a while of the texting, I'm gonna see your vibe and a couple of conversations,
Through a
not many.
text message? Are we serious right now?
I told you I'm a text. I don't like to talk on the phone. I don't like the FaceTime stuff. I don't like none of that stuff. I would talk on the phone because I'm getting older and I know I gotta talk sometime on the phone. But
Yeah.
most of the phone gonna be sitting on the bed or on the couch next to me. I mean, watch TV is gonna be on speakerphone. So after a while of the texting and a couple of conversations, I say, "Oh man, we kind of vibe a little bit." So now I'm calling you more. Now you didn't get me calling. If I'm calling you more, you know I like you. If you get 2 calls in that week, oh, it must like you now. Now I'm
2
not
calls
texting you
in
as
a
much.
week?
Yeah, 2 in a week. If you get 2 in a week, I might like you.
Oh
So
my
that's,
Hold
god.
on,
Okay.
business
I'm just,
week,
you asked me a
a
question. I'm
business,
being honest with you.
I appreciate your honesty.
a business week, or a 7-day week.
I'm sorry. Say it again. I can't hear you.
It doesn't matter. It is 7-day time
Is that
frame.
a business week or a 7-day week?
Is that a fiscal calendar or
Right.
It's a
annual
7-day
calendar?
week.
God damn, 2 calls in 7 days?
Right.
When you
I
gonna
could
get to
text you a
know?
whole conversation. I could text a whole conversation, back and forth, a whole conversation.
No, nobody
But if
want to
I
read
actually
all
like,
that.
I didn't say you did, but I'm letting you know who I am. And you and Vel, me and you dating, right? Say me and you dating. You be like, Ed text too much. You can say, Ed, I don't like all this text. I rather talk on the phone to you. And then I gotta make a decision. Do I like Velvet enough to talk to her on the phone? But you gotta lay it out too. We both gotta put the cards on the table.
That's
I don't
true.
like all the
That's
texting,
true.
Ed.
At least
And
you
then
honest with it. As long as you continue to be honest with everything, I mean, none of the white feelings get hurt.
that's just my, because I don't know, people just, I rush before and people just put too much on, like all this. Like, be honest. I'm
Yeah.
honest Joe with you now. Before I tell you what you want to hear, I
Yeah.
would tell you quickly what you want to hear. That's to get what I want to get. Now at 43, I don't got time for all that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be who I am, and you're gonna
Right.
decide if you want to deal with me or not. You
Right.
know, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, I'm a man of God. You are, yes. We can spit Bible right now. Yeah, I go to church. Alex, know we serve together on the usher team together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I sip a little bit? Yeah. Do I smoke? No. You know what I'm saying? Do I fornicate? Yeah. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'm not gonna be cheating on you. I'm not gonna cheat on you. That's dumb. So
You're
ain't no
not in
point.
a committed relationship and you're
No,
chilling with multiple people.
I'm saying if I get in a relationship with somebody, I'm not gonna cheat on them. I'm not gonna cheat. Once we get to that point, we're in a relationship, I'm not gonna cheat on you. So I gotta make sure everything's out my system before I get to that point that I want to settle down with you.
What's
So
the
I
Kyra,
have a
definition of
question.
cheating?
go
What
ahead,
is
Alex.
cheating to you?
Have you been in a place of singleness before where you've been able to just, and as a man I know it's different, but as a woman, if I'm in a place of singleness, which that's where I find myself now, I don't even want the attention of a man. I don't even want to talk to anyone at this time because I'm working on some things that I know that I need to work on. And that's a distraction for me. And so I feel like I need to just hone in on some things that me and God, I've been talking to God about. And singleness is a place where it feels good. And I want to ask you, have you ever been in that place before?
Okay, I understand your question. I've been in a place of being single.
Yeah, like singleness, like you're not searching and looking.
Oh yeah, I went on like I went about a 6 month I call it sabbatical, like pre-pastor dude. Like I wasn't having sex, I wasn't trying to date nobody, nothing. And
Okay.
actually, it actually still going on right now. To be
You're
truthful,
working
ask
on
Obi. I told
yourself.
Obi, huh?
Okay.
Ask Obi. I told Obi about it. Obi, I'm not lying. I'm lying, Obi.
Mm-mm.
I wasn't trying
Okay.
to
Not
holler at
lying.
nobody. I wasn't trying to have sex with nobody, nothing. Because I had to just be like I said, I've been spiritual with the Father. So I was like, let me just go on this
Mhm.
like 6 months and see, you know what I'm saying, what He want me to do. And that's how the podcast came about. Because that's what I started before the podcast, you know.
Okay. That's why I
That's
wanted to know,
awesome. That's
have you been in
awesome.
So
that place before? So you're talking to me right now. Something birthed out of that singleness in
Yes.
that place.
Yeah.
but yeah, because like I said, and I want to get I'm gonna get back to the topic, but like I said, I want a wife. So I had to die to self. And I had to like take time with this like with the Father, you know what I'm saying? So you got to take me, it was 6 months for me. And like I said, it's still kind of going on a little bit, but it was 6 months of totally devoted to like, all right, I ain't trying to date nobody. I ain't trying to talk to nobody really on the phone. I'm not trying to sleep with nobody. Just me and the Father, you know.
And that really happened to the
Yeah,
person in the
I told Obi
comments.
about it, like for
Yeah,
real.
it really happened.
All right, so I got a question for y'all. How can you keep the romance alive in a long distance relationship?
Mm.
FaceTime, video chat, send news. What? This is
Facts.
2024.
That's facts.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's
This is
deep.
2020. You got to get creative. You gotta think outside the box. You gotta be spontaneous. You gotta all that, all those things, but times 10 because the person is not in your
In
city.
your city.
So how you guys ever try to? I never did this, but I just thought about it right now. How you ever like sat down and had like a dinner and had them do a dinner, on FaceTime, I guess,
Mhm.
and y'all
Yeah,
like
Mhm.
did an intimate
Yep.
dinner through
yeah,
FaceTime?
Yep. Yep.
yeah,
You do dinner dates. You're sexting.
That's
That's what they
Mhm.
call it.
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean,
DoorDash
Yep.
each other
Hold on,
food,
caller.
Yep.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's sweet.
all that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy because I actually did dinner dates during COVID, like at the height of COVID. I had a couple of dates. We was on our laptops for real. We was on our laptops and we cooked the same meal. We sat down, had
Oh,
wine, we was
that's
talking, music was playing in the background. Yeah,
That's
I mean,
cute.
it was
nice.
so sad. It
that's
was just sad.
romantic.
It was sad at the end. I had to
Mhm.
go. I had to go leave myself by myself. It was just a sad moment at the end. Though. That's all.
Hey, let me jump in this real quick. I got a caller. Hey, caller, you on the line right now. And first and foremost, are you Team Obi or Team Kyra?
Hi, Team
Hey
Ed.
man, it's Team Kyrie right now. It's Team Kyrie.
All right, what's your question, caller?
Uh, honestly, man, I think it's more so of a statement. I just wanted to circle back to something that you said. I believe Alex hit on it as well, talking about the season of singleness. And I think that people do have to work on themselves prior to jumping into a relationship with anybody. They cannot overlook that season of singleness, and they have to look into themselves and work on themselves before they jump into a relationship with anybody. If not, those same insecurities that we're talking about are going to continue to resurface. And the way that you're going to perceive the way somebody is talking or the inconsistencies is going to build off of your insecurities. So instead of thinking, oh, maybe she's talking to somebody else or dealing with someone else, maybe she's just having a bad day. You just need to learn how to communicate that. And then going back into the communication piece, you can communicate how you feel. You can communicate how your day going and all this other stuff without being, what you doing? Oh, I just hopped in the shower. Oh, this is how I cook this food and all this other stuff. There's a level of over communication. All right, but there are times that somebody said in the comment sections where, or somebody mentioned that you are going to have to just sit there and talk to somebody just simply because of the day that they had. And I think you keep the romance alive for long distance or short distance. Doing the same thing. Then I'm a hopeless romantic person, but send flowers. I'll send flowers to the job and send flowers to the crib just to let you know I'm thinking about it. But whatever I do long distance, I'm also doing short distance. It doesn't really matter. So I don't really understand, me personally, how is it that it's that difficult to do a short distance relationships? Long distance relationships compared to somebody that's like around the corner. I'm doing the same thing. I'm calling, I'm texting. The only thing that's a benefit is I get to take more trips. That's pretty much all I got.
Thank you, caller.
That's good. That was good.
So him and Alex both tapped to something, and I think, and I seen the comments. I wasn't really gonna say nothing, but it ain't nothing to do with being hurt. See, once you get out of any relationship, marriage, or any regular relationship, you have to see what you did wrong as well, not just what the other person did wrong. So you have to take time. So that's why I say that's why my whole chilling thing came from. Is I'm only 2 years removed from the game, so I still had to take time. Like, all right, Ed, what you do wrong in this thing? We know what we would think, what she did, what you do wrong, and so you got to digest that. So therefore, the next woman, the next Velvet, the next Alex, the next Kyra come through, I'm not going to make the same choices that I made in the previous relationship. So you had to just chill for a little bit, and then you got to take time away from chilling, away from everything, to really say what went wrong on my end. So I think a lot of times we all say what went wrong on the other person's end. You know what I'm saying? And then now you're bitter because you say, oh, she did this or he did. No. What did you do? It take two. Somebody, you did something. You did something. So I had to learn what I did first, was second, because I did think about what she did. And I was like, wait, all right, yeah, chill out. What did you do? So I thought about what I did, and then I processed that, and I got past that. So I ain't nothing to do, no hurt or nothing like that. And then after a while, I said, all right, let's not jump back into nothing. Let's take some time to yourself. And like I said, I talked to had a whole conversation with Obi about this. And like, I ain't gonna sex nobody, I ain't gonna talk, I ain't really gonna date nobody, talk to nobody, nothing, and just take time for myself. So Alex and the caller both tapped into that. So you can say, oh, Ed's hurt. You can say what you want. You don't know Ed. Ed don't get hurt too often like that. So anyway, back to romance. Did anybody want to tap into what the caller said? I'm sorry.
I thought it was good information.
Yeah, that part of romance doesn't matter. Like the sending the flowers, the sex and the texting. That part of the romance doesn't matter if it's long distance or not. The intimacy or face-to-face part, that's the part where the game changes. When you don't have that immediate access to that person. So not having that immediate access to that person, how do you keep that part of your intimacy or romance going? You know,
I don't
pictures,
think that
videos
intimacy is
do
just
wonderful. But I'm just saying that part of intimacy. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about that part.
Velvet or Alex.
I thought you was about to say something, Kyra.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say that I have done things that I'm, in this relationship that I've hadn't done in the past, but like send a video, and so you're gonna watch this video when you feel like you're horny, or you want to feel like you want to step out, or you're just in that space. So watch the video, and then until I see you in 2 weeks, this will be good enough for you for now. And that was the mentality that I had, because I didn't want you to go step out and sleep out and sleep with someone else. So I know that's not the best thing, but it was something that I did in that relationship.
Do you feel like you was forced to do that? Did he require that? I'm getting your business a little bit. I'm sorry.
He didn't require it. No, he didn't require it. I thought maybe, okay, this will be fun, and then also this might be something that and we both did. And it'd be the video that I'd watch, or he'd be the video that he'd watch, and he'd be like, okay, baby, I'm good. I'm going to bed. Good night. Boom.
Right. I agree. I agree with Alice. Just to, add more on what I touched on this subject. Definitely the videos, creating videos, home videos, all those types of things. They all play a part. You send pictures, you have your sexting over the phone, however you want to do it. I turn into a live operator if I got to. Whatever.
It builds up the tension, and then when you meet and you're together, then it should be the best it could be.
Yeah, exactly. It's just keeping that thought, in mind, just mainly because you are separated, just keeping that person on your mind. That person is staying on your mind. You got to keep them engaged, just like with anything. You got to keep them engaged. Me, I get bored quick, so I mean, you got to keep me engaged.
Right.
You got to keep me engaged. I mean, yeah, it
Hey,
is what it is.
hey, Velvet, stay right there. So we're gonna button this up. So Velvet, give us your last take on this topic as a whole.
Uh, First and foremost, definitely was a great topic. I appreciate y'all inviting me on here to discuss this. And with long distance relationships, like with any relationships, I feel that you got to get to know this person. But it's like even more before you commit yourself to this person. Because it is a commitment, even though this person in this one state and you in this another state, it is a commitment. And just learning that person, you got to be in tune. You got to understand what these text messages say. I'm
Mm,
good. Hold on, you don't
mm,
sound good.
mm.
You got to know your person. You know, you got to know your person. If especially if y'all don't have a plan, you have to have a plan. Ain't no, we ain't chilling. We ain't chilling. It's none of that. Like, what are we doing? Where are we going? Okay, where do you see yourself next year? What's your plans for me? Because that's important. Like, what's your plans for me? If you ain't got no plans for me, and we've been talking, dating 3 to 6 months, and you don't have no plans for me, you wasting my time. Because at this point, you should have a plan. You should know where we're going. If you don't know where we're going, I cool, bye. It's somebody out here that know exactly where we're going, and he know what to do. You know, and yeah, that's all I got for it. But definitely try it. You can't knock it till you try it.
Thank you, Velvet. We want to thank Velvet for coming on. Don't go nowhere, Velvet. We want to thank Velvet for coming on. We're gonna go to Alice. Alice, what's your final thoughts?
Well, again, appreciate you guys for having me on, and thanks for inviting me. It's it's good to talk about your story and to share the do's and the don'ts and what others have experienced and what others have done. And I'll definitely would do it again. I wouldn't be closed off to it. It's just now making sure that I'm ready and I want to give that 100% and I want to take that step forward.
Thank you, Alice, for coming on. You was great. It was
Yep.
Velvet. EG, what you got for us, brother? Your last thoughts.
Um, First of all, I would like to I appreciate the guests. They gave me a whole different view on long distance relationships. Um, Not sure if I'm ready to try it, but after hearing the things, and I think in the next couple of years, after I finish doing certain things that I'm doing now that will take me away from traveling and all that, that I don't know, maybe I'll be open to it. But hashtag be awesome today. Remember that.
Yeah, I like that hashtag. Be awesome. Good. Hey, we're gonna let Obi go because Kyra, I want you to skim some of the good, but find about 4 good comments when you go, Kyra. Go ahead, Obi. What's your final thoughts?
And don't be biased with the comments you find either, Power, because I know how you are.
Too
But
bad you're not reading the
anyways,
comments.
but
You're
anyways,
not.
we're gonna change. We're
So
gonna
I'll
change that
speak
next
when I
week.
want.
We're gonna change it. Good show. Thanks to Velvet for coming back. EG, thanks for your energy coming back. Alex, thanks for coming on your show the first time. I think it was good. Everybody shared some information about long distance relationships. If I was in a situation and that happened to come about again, I probably would. When you know better, you do better. Not that I was at fault. I'm just saying it's a lot of things that I would do differently if I was in one this time. Um, and that's all I got to say. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. EG, I saw you. It wasn't me. It was not me.
Kyra, what's your final thoughts, Kyra? And what's some good comments out there? You can't find 4, it's okay.
I already found 4. But thank
Okay.
you. My final thoughts. I got some good information about long distance relationship and how people can have a thriving relationship that can lead to marriage. So that was eye-opening. And the conversation was good, just hearing different things about whether it's different with a long-term relationship um, or not long-term, a long-distance relationship, or someone that lives in the same city, or the caller that called in saying, they're going to send flowers regardless. So definitely a lot of good information, a lot of good conversation, and I appreciated the dialogue. And then for the comments, dating is the hiring process. When you decide to fill the position, you hire one. Interview who you want and see who is most qualified. Another person states, dating is gathering information about one another as long as you both are on the same page. Then, miscommunication happens through text. You're likely to be you like to be misunderstood, apparently. And then lastly, when we do and it reflects on our behavior. Oh wait, no. Well, I already started reading it, but don't minimize it by saying he needs to heal. I wasn't trying to read that one, but I started it, so I had to finish it. But I appreciated the guests being on, learning your stories and hearing from y'all. So thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kyra. And I guess tonight it was a team Kyra night. They was in there for it tonight. Obi, we're gonna get you one of these nights. Obi, it was a team Kyra night.
Probably
But
not.
but what I want to say is I love the dialogue. I love the conversation. Um, I'm happy Velvet just got married. Congratulations, and through a
Thank
long
you.
distance relationship, and it works out. So it does work.
There's
But
hope.
I want to say just because people do things in a different way does not mean they're hurt. Does not mean they need healing. Does not mean they need to go to somebody's therapist. They just do it in their own way. This is who they are. Learn a person before you judge the person, but also do your due diligence and vet the person before you date the person. Enjoy it, but wrap it up and vet the person. Definitely vet. I'm gonna keep saying that. No matter, like I think about somebody said before, no matter you're in the same state or not, vet the person and make sure you're fully ready to dive into that relationship. I'm open to, like I said, getting married again. I'm open to being into another relationship. If it's long distance, like I said, we have to. It would really have to be some vetting for that thing. And you have to make some plans on moving to Carolina because I ain't moving. But like always, guys, it was a great show. If y'all want to be a part of this show, y'all know to tap into Sheena Nicole on Facebook or me, Edmund Chapman, on Facebook if you'd like to be on the next show. Also, it's right on the screen, Tashina Nicole or Edmund Chapman on Facebook if you'd like to be on our upcoming shows. We're looking for all guests. It don't matter what race, gender you are. We want everybody to come on the show and be part of the conversation. Also, we're looking for sponsors. If you'd like to sponsor us, you can also hit Tashina Nicole on Facebook, or you can email me at eddieed30@gmail.com. We're looking for sponsors. We like if you want to sponsor us. Again, Tashina Nicole on Facebook or Edmund Chapman on Facebook, or you email. You can email me at eddieed30@gmail.com. Also, guys, we got our Datum Edition show coming up. We're gonna put Kyra on this Datum Edition. We're gonna get us somebody long distance.
A blue collar worker.
We got our Datum Audition show coming up. If you'd like to be a part of this, you can hit myself up, Edmund Chapman, Tashina Nicole. You can email me again at eddieed30, or you can hit up Angel Morris on Facebook. Datum Addiction. I promise we really gonna vet these people. Like I've been talking about vetting. We're gonna vet these guys. We're gonna vet these ladies and make sure they're good candidates for you. You're not just gonna get any old body. We have a whole team. We got producers. We got everybody. So we're gonna really vet these people. So if you want to be on Datum Addiction that's coming out in August, hit us up now because we're looking for the candidates now to be on our show. All right. And next week's show is what are some of the not red flags, but some of the things that make you say, ugh, when you dated somebody. Some of the things that make you say, I'll pass. What are some of the flaws you see in people while dating? All right. Kyra, my theme music. Like I say every single week, I love you. God, I like that. I love you. God loves you. Go out and be great on purpose. Peace out, y'all. Thank y'all for joining.
Don't speak to any moment. Product of her environment. Shout out the global woman. Came box in with any trend.